Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ala. Today is the start of a brand new series. This is the Bold Eyes for Brown Eyes. And I will be choosing different colors to highlight around the eyes and just to make brown eyes really pop and stand out. And I wanted to do looks that are wearable and that can be worn out and about, and you won't be embarrassed that it just looks too much or whatever. I always focus on the feminine and the soft look, classic looks that will always make you look and feel beautiful. And if you're new, please subscribe to my channel and welcome. I do lots of looks for fair skin, and I will always do subtle colors on fair skin, just colors that you can feel comfortable with. If you ever want to try using or wearing brighter colors but you've always been scared to, I'm going to create different combos of face look and show you that it's possible to wear bright colors without looking really scary and perhaps even being judged by others. You know, if you wear colors out in public, they're not going to be over the top. You can feel confident in these looks. With that being said, if you want to see how I got this look and what products I've been using to get this look, then please keep watching. To start the skin prep of this next bold series, and this is the Bold Brown Eyes series, I am going to use the Rhode glazing milk as my base. I just kind of dump some in my hand and then go all over the skin. I know some of you want to know my skincare routine. It's so simple. It is so simple, it's like not even worth a video. I just do like a lotion, like some kind of face cream at night, and that's it. That is it. Like, I don't even do oils. I used to, but with just one nice kind of thickish type of cream, that's basically enough for the whole day. And then by morning, I have like a really nice, plump feeling skin, and I just wash my face with water. That's it. That is it. I am going to use this Auric Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer in the color Morganite as just a little bit of some dewiness underneath the foundation. And I'm going to use the Haus Labs foundation, and that one is kind of like a natural finish, I guess is what I would classify it as. So this really adds something to that foundation. They work really well together, and it just ends up being this beautiful luminous skin, which I really like. Yeah, I thought it would be really cool to do like bold eyes, my version of bold eyes on fair skin, because there's lots of people out there who do bold looks, but they're a little bit intimidating, I'd have to say. Like, I don't know that I would be able to replicate any of those looks. There's usually just too many products being used, and you feel like you have to have those things in order to get those looks, and that's definitely not the case. So I'm going to just use whatever I have to create these bold eye looks. And yet they're not going to be just bold, they're going to be bold but subtle, if that makes sense. It's color, subtle color is the way that I would define it. Because I love color, but I don't want to look like a clown. That's kind of always my thing, is I love color, but I don't want to overdo it. I love color, but I don't want to be the center of attention everywhere I go. I love color, but I also don't want to make it look like I'm trying too hard, if you know what I mean. So there's just a fine line for me. I'm going to leave that there, and for concealer, I'm going to use this Hourglass concealer in the color Creme. See that the skin already is so dewy. The reason I did mix these two, I didn't mix it, but I layered them, is because if you just use that Auric Glow, it's too dry on the skin, and so you need some kind of prep underneath it. And I don't need it to be, you know, dewy all day long, but just not drying. So here we are with a very flawless looking base. I'm going to do a little bit of setting with the Mercier powder. So I just get some in the lid here, and then I'll just go over all the areas that I don't need to turn more and more dewy and glowy and sweaty looking. I thought for my episode 1, I will start with a green because I love green. It's definitely my favorite color, but I don't wear it as often in makeup, only because I don't have that many green eyeshadows. It's not really something I gravitate towards because it's an unnatural color, obviously, on the face. So I limit those type of colors. If I have one that I feel like is good enough, then I'll stick to it. For blush, I'm going to do the Rose ink in the color Delphine. I think this is so pretty for a subtle look. I go in with a pretty dense brush, and this type of color is really good for if you want somewhere else on the face to get the focus and the attention. So this is a beautiful, just kind of subtle blush. I mean, just look at that. It's just such a unique color. I don't know. Delphine. I was interested in her color Heliotrope. I think that was the color. But this one has definitely just been doing what I need it to do. It's the neutral that is subtle enough where you are focusing on something else on the face, and that, you know, in painting and art, I mean, that happens all the time. You have a focal point, you have a main attraction that you're trying to highlight and get the viewer to see, to look at. So this is one of those subtle players on the face. I'm going to leave the blush there. I think that looks really pretty, and I will add highlighter in a little bit. I'm just gonna let some of this settle down a little bit, and then I'll come back to the highlighter. I'm gonna do the bronzer, and this is the RMS in the color Tan Lines. I'm going to use a fluffier brush for this because it's pretty strong color and I want it to look more subtle. Don't want it too overpowering. And I've mentioned in other videos, I don't bring the bronzer into my blush or over the blush because I don't like when my blush is just covered up and kind of the colors get distorted and they start looking muddy. And I already have olive skin, so when all these colors get mixed up, it just looks muddy and I don't ever like the look. Like, it just doesn't. Maybe you can mix them up if you're like neutral skin tone and it doesn't look muddy every single time you're doing your bronzer first and then your blush on top. Maybe you can get away with that, but I definitely can't. So I put my blush first and then add the bronzer around it, work around the blush because I want the blush to be pure in color and just there. So that is my helpful tip if you have olive skin and it tends to look a little strange when you're mixing up all these layers of colors. Just using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist. After this series of the bold eyes, if you guys have any suggestions, then please throw them my way and I will certainly be sure to consider them and see how I can work with those ideas. You're absolutely welcome to give me some ideas of videos that you may want to see. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, really. And you guys are so sweet always for, you know, your comments and watching and your thoughts. So definitely please give me ideas and whatever else. I was just using the Dark Brunette Brow Stylist by L'Oreal. I'll do my lips next. This is the Lisa Eldridge lip liner in Affair. It's definitely going down. I love these original lip liners because they're so long lasting. I'm going to let that dry down and then I'll add my lipstick. Over that, I'm going to pat down some of this shine a little bit more and then I will start my eyeshadow. Just using my powder foundation. This is the Youngblood. It's called Barely Beige Pressed Mineral Foundation. I got it when they were having like a really big sale and I got it for so cheap. I was amazed. I just looked on their website on a whim and there it was, like a huge sale for their powder foundations. And I'm a huge powder foundation person because I use them on the go all the time. I have one in my purse at all times. This one stays here on my desk and it's almost out, but the one in my purse is the Makeup Forever, the old packaging one. And then as soon as I bought that one, they came out with a new package. I mean, really, you can't keep up. You cannot keep up. Okay, I'll add my lipstick. This is the Chanel in 195 Ms. Anu, and it's a really pretty beige color. With these type of colors, they look a little dead on their own on me, but if you add a lip liner that really complements your skin tone and your face, it brings this kind of beigey nude. It brings it to life. It really does add something to your look if you're adding the right lip liner. And it could just be your own lip color, but a little bit bolder. If you already have bold lips, then that's perfect, but I don't, so just a little bit of a darker, a little bit more of a brighter, I guess, more pigmented lip liner works for me. And now I'll add just a smidge of this highlighter, and this is the Haus Labs in the color Pink Amethyst. And I'm just gonna use a really fluffy brush and just add just a little bit right there. And that's it, because I already have a lot of glow going on, but I wanted to use just a little bit of that. And for my eyeshadow, I wanted to use the green right in here. It's been a while since I've used that, and I don't do any other color but this one when I use this color because it's pretty impactful and it definitely does the trick. And I like to do basically like a sheer layer of this green because it's so, well, green. Then I try to keep it on the sheer side just so you can sort of still see your eye and it's not too intense and in your face. And when you keep it on the sheerer side, you can really see those reflecting glitters. It's, I feel like, even more pretty when it doesn't have a bunch of different colors around it to compete with. And then keeping the rest of the face really neutral also brings out that eye look, that green against the brown eyes, and it's just so pretty. It's a winner every time I wear it. I'm going to use this e.l.f. No Budge stick in the color Copper Chick, just as like on the lower lash line. I haven't used this in a while, but I love this stick as just like a little bit more of a definition on my lower lash line because I do use eyeliner for the upper lash line. This helps define the lower lash line. I'm going to use a bit of black eyeliner, and I'm not going to bring it out too far. If my hand is shaky at this time, it's because I had a little too much coffee before this. Just a little short wing is so pretty. All right, that looks really good. And then I'm going to add my mascara, which is this Give Beauty mascara. All right, basically just one coat of mascara is all I do, and that, I'm just going to fix my hair. And this is the look for today. I hope you guys like it. I am so excited for this new series of bold eyes for brown eyes, and I will be doing basically a subtle look overall, but just the eyes will be the pop and the center of attention. And I know that a lot of people are not excited to have been born with brown eyes, and therefore I'm going to show you that brown eyes are so pretty and we have so much to be thankful for. So I'm looking forward to this series and showing you the different looks that you can achieve through color around the eyes, if that's your thing. I'll have a variety of different colors that you can look at and kind of adapt into your own life if you want to. I really love adding any pop of color to my makeup and to my life, so I hope you enjoyed this series as much as I will. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please subscribe to my channel if you're new. I would love to have you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.